Hello, my Livy loves. This is Dr. V. Welcome back to a new Pick a Card reading where we're going to be going in deep on how your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, how do they really feel about you? And within that, we're going to find out what they are truly wanting in this connection. What they would say to you. We're going to get some channeled messages from their deepest heart, their higher self. What would they say to you if they could? And we'll round it out with what actions they want to take next to move this connection forward. So if you are new to this channel, welcome. I am so happy to have you. And if the readings resonate for you, make sure you do give it a thumbs up. That really helps our channel, and it tells YouTube that we have a message of love and light that is worth spreading. So today we're going to do more of a pick a deck style reading because I have 3 different decks for you to choose from. So you can choose deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3, or you can choose any combination of these messages and take the ones that resonate for you and leave the rest. So make sure that you are gentle with yourself. If you would like to take a deep breath and meditate upon each one before you make your selection, please feel free to do so. And here, let me show you what each deck is. So deck number 1 is this Tarot of the Golden Wheel. Deck number 2 here is the Dreaming Way Tarot. And deck number 3 here is the Light Seers Tarot. So go ahead and make your selection, and we will start here with the Golden Wheel Tarot. All right, my beautiful group 1 who chose the Golden Wheel Tarot. Here is your reading. We're going to start off with this first tarot card, and then we're going to add more messages to it. So we're going in deep on how your twin flame, your soulmate, really feels about you at this time. So the first card here is 10 of Swords. Okay, so heavier energies. Let's see, how else are they feeling about you at this time? Temperance. 8 of Cups. All right, so there's definitely a sadder energy coming through here. Your person, I'm feeling for some of you, there may have been some sort of a separation that has happened here. And this is something, if that is the case, then there is definitely energies here of your person having a very hard time with this separation. So 8 of Cups, I feel that for some of you, you may have had to make some sort of a difficult decision here when it comes to your emotions. And you may even be mirroring each other in that sense, as in both of you may have come to a point where there were certain decisions that really needed to be made. And I'm feeling that they had come, your person has definitely come to a point in their life where they have things that they need to put behind them. Things that have really been weighing upon their mind and upon their heart. Because see, with this 10 of Swords, along with this 8 of Cups, we know that there are certain stresses, certain things that have been dragging your person down. And I feel very much that this is something that you have noticed. This is something that you've been aware of. I feel that your person has even confided in you what these things are. Although I feel for some of you, you may not have the entire picture. Like, you know many of these things, but you may not know all of these things. Because with this 10 of Swords energy, I'm also getting a sense of like a crescendo, right? Like the momentum of whatever has been negative or dragging your person down has definitely been increasing over time. And it's putting them into a state where they're almost kind of at that rock bottom state, you know, where it's like they feel that things have gotten so difficult that they have been weighing on them for so long that they just feel like, I can't take this anymore. This is an energy of something has got to change because I cannot sustain these issues anymore. I can't really emotionally, spiritually, or mentally deal with whatever has been holding me back. And so I'm getting the energy here that your person right now, especially if you are in separation, if whatever these issues are became so great that you may have needed a break, or you may need to have had to just kind of step back and let them figure this out, because I do feel for some of you, you may have had to do that. You may have gotten to a point where you're like, I feel like I've helped as much as I can. I feel like I've supported you, been there for you, nurtured you, done so much for you, but there's only so much I can do now. You need to start helping yourself, right? So I feel that you may have stepped back and said, I've done enough. I need to find my balance again with this temperance energy. And I feel like now your person is struggling to do the same. So they may have needed whatever is this time of some sort of, struggle or separation from you to really start to identify where they need to set boundaries. Because I'm also feeling that your person is feeling that one of the reasons why they are in the Ten of Swords energy right here is because they didn't set proper boundaries in their life. There may be certain situations, things, people that are really trying them and testing them. So they feel like they've been led down the wrong path by certain things in their life. And because of that, they regret certain decisions that they have made. And so with this Eight of Cups, it's like they're trying to find the strength to bring themselves back into some sort of a balance. They're also feeling less hopeful. I feel like whatever this has been with this Ten of Swords, whatever this Ten of Swords energy has been that has been very difficult for your person, I feel like they have also been suffering a little bit from losing hope, right? There's a bit of a hopeless energy that is coming through. They're trying to build their strength, but they have lost a bit of that sense of wonder, that sense of optimism. But I do feel that they're trying to get that back. And I feel that in terms of how they feel about you, they realize that, or they're coming to the realization that in order to have this love, this relationship back, they're definitely going to have to turn their backs on other things. So I feel that if there have been blocks, shadows, triggers that have come up between the two of you, especially for your person, I feel that they need to identify what those are, because I feel that they have also kind of gotten in the way of this connection. So I feel that for many of you, your person can get triggered by certain things, and then they kind of get into this runner's energy and they try to run from things that are blocking them or making them very tense or stressed, instead of actually facing them head on and, kind of making it a partnership in doing that. Like whatever triggers or shadows they have, they're not going to just run away into the night. They're going to face them by being transparent about them. They're going to talk to you about them, and they're going to, let you help them through that in the same way that they would help you through that when you face your triggers or your shadows. So I do feel that your person is trying very hard to gain that balance again, and to realize that if they truly want to be with you, they need to see this connection as a two-way street. They need to see this as a partnership. They can't continue to see this as it's just all on them, that when things get tough, it's only them who has to deal with it. They have to accept help. And I feel like to a certain extent, your person, they do have a hard time accepting help. Whether it's from you, whether it's from family, friends, they tend to sometimes be a bit of a lone wolf. They tend to sometimes try to fix things by themselves, even when it's clear that they need help, even when it's clear that it would be much more useful for them to seek partnership, to seek, ways in which to come back into balance that is also about seeking love and support within their relationship with you. I think they're starting to discover that when they are doing it on their own or trying to kind of run from this energy because there's a fear that comes up for them, that when they deal with it on their own, it's not helping. It's not helping them to get over this issue. It's not helping them to identify what they need to let go of so they can be healthy again. And it's not helping the connection. It's not helping your relationship to move forward. So it's a very isolating energy that they're coming through in. But I feel that they're starting to understand this, that if they want to bring this connection back to balance, if they want to bring themselves and your love together back to balance and bring the hope back, that, from this kind of hopeless energy, that they're going to have to seek out partnership with you. As in, they're going to have to bring you into the fold. They can't just keep trying to do things on their own. See? Acceptance. So let's go a little bit deeper here on how are they truly feeling about you. Yeah, see? This makes a lot of sense. Again, I feel with this Eight of Cups energy, there's been a lot of resistance. Resistance to accepting the darker sides of themselves, the sides of your person's self that they have a hard time accepting and dealing with. So I feel that it has to also do with their issues of control, Again, when you get somebody who tries to deal with things on their own, or sometimes that's their natural tendency, right? Even I feel like it's like they have a desire to bring you into the fold. They have a desire to have a very transparent partnership with you, but they keep struggling to do that because it's like they have gotten used to having to solve their problems on their own. This is something, again, with that lone wolf energy coming through, I feel like this is something that has become their comfort zone. It's almost like opening up their fears, opening up parts of themselves that they keep in the darker regions of their heart and mind is very difficult because they themselves haven't accepted those parts of themselves. And because they haven't accepted that part of themselves, they have a hard time showing you that part of themselves because they feel that maybe you won't accept it either. Now, that's not to say that you won't accept it. It's just more of their fears of acceptance, fears of rejection, fears of losing control. So this is something that they are actively working on, because I think they're coming to a point with this Ten of Swords energy where they're realizing that this is a model that doesn't work anymore. And what it does is that it brings your connection, your love to an end. And that's not what they want, because see, there's a very, very strong chemistry that the two of you share. There's a very deep magnetic chemistry where I'm not feeling that your person can be away from you for like any length of time. They don't want to be away from you. They need to be in your energetic presence. And that is why I feel that because of this Eight of Cups and Ten of Swords energy, they feel very stuck right now. And being stuck is also something that's very, very difficult for your person because they're used to being on the go. Like they're used to movement. They're used to taking action to get the results that they want. And when action doesn't work, when they feel very stunted in what they can do, then what they long for is movement. And so I feel like your person is not very good at dealing with stuck energy. They don't know what to do. So right now, what they're really looking for is some movement forward in your connection. They feel that certain parts of your connection has really come to be at a standstill. Like you feel very stuck energy coming through. And they're looking to figure out how to create this free-flowing movement again. And that movement is all about regeneration, as in they want to renew this bond, this chemistry. I feel like if you guys have been feeling the effects of this Eight of Cups and this Ten of Swords, it's only your chemistry, that deep foundational love and attraction that you still have, that is still keeping you energetically tied. Like you still want each other at that level, right? And so that is why your person is like, okay, the only way for us to come out of this is to seek movement and to seek regeneration. Like we need to, bring this connection back to life. And the longer it stays stuck, the longer it's going to take to bring it back to life. So they are seeking definite movement here. So let's take a look at specific messages that they have for you from their higher self. What would they say to you? Yeah, see, being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. Yeah. So that's why I was saying there's definitely an energy here for many of you of struggle or separation, where people may have had to step back here because things were just going down the wrong track here. That sense of comfortable communication, I feel, has come to some sort of a halt. Right? And when you feel very stunted in the way in which you can communicate with the person you love, sometimes you just kind of need that break to rebalance and bring temperance back to that energy. See, I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. So yeah, that makes sense with the Ten of Swords and that Eight of Cups energy. Definitely your person is looking for answers, right? They are actively looking for movement and answers. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. So again, I mean, to me, all of these messages make so much sense, because with that combination of the Ten of Swords and that Eight of Cups, absolutely, it's like they know that you are their heart with this Eight of Cups, as in they know that they need to turn their backs on all of the things that are keeping you apart so that they can clear the path back to you. So they also have a deep sense of loss and sadness because they feel that you may have lost faith in them because of whatever these struggles are that they were going through, and their lack of movement and their lack of being able to truly accept these darker sides of themselves, right? And that may have made them run from this connection. So they definitely feel that maybe you have lost some sort of faith in them, and now they're wondering how they can also regenerate, right? Regrow, reestablish that faith. So let's take a look at future actions. What actions does your twin flame soulmate beloved want to take next towards you? See? Fresh start. Oh, that makes so much sense. Definitely. Yeah, right. Beautiful. Yes. Beautiful energy coming through here. Wow. All right. I'm loving this, guys. This is fantastic. Look at this. See, if we go by this beautiful temperance card, this shows us that while this has been excruciatingly painful for your person, they are definitely utilizing that pain to learn their lessons. And there's some really pretty important lessons here that they needed to learn. So that is so significant. That is what's going to help with this movement and this regeneration. And look how much of a commitment we are seeing to that energy. Like they are using that energy to rise above for this new start. This regeneration is really this fresh start that they're wanting, with you. So they are trying very much right now to rise above the obstacles, to rise above and start to begin that healing and accepting process of whatever is that shadow side that has been holding them back, that has been making them very focused on control and, not able to release control, and may even be making them run. They're trying to rise above from that because look, we saw it before and we're seeing it again. They want a fresh start with you. They want to renew this connection because there is just too much love here for that to not happen. So let me know what you thought of this reading in the comment box below. Please do give it a like. I would really appreciate that because that will really help our channel and really show YouTube that we have a message of love and light that is worth spreading. And of course, if you'd like to have a private reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. And if this resonates for you, make sure you also subscribe because I would love to see you here again. So thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next video. My beautiful group 2 who chose the Dreaming Way Tarot, here is your reading. We're going to start off with one tarot card and we're going to add some more to that. So your first message for how your twin flame soulmate really feels about you, High Priestess. Now let's see. Let's get you some more messages here. So Spirit, how does your love really feel about you at this time? How does your love feel about you at this time? Interesting. So similar to our group number 1's reading, there seems to be some sort of, I'm getting the phrase from Spirit, trouble in paradise. Interesting. Trouble in paradise, because I'm feeling that this connection, this love was actually really going very, very well. There was a lot of passion, a lot of connection, a lot of chemistry, a lot of great things, a lot of companionship and connection that was going on in this connection. But I feel like there may have been something here with this Two of Cups coming in reverse. Something has come out of almost nowhere and cause some sort of a trouble or a rift here between the two of you. Now, for some of you, I'm feeling that your person thinks that there was some sort of a miscommunication or misunderstanding between the two of you. And that has led to both of you going through some sort of a journey of soul searching with this High Priestess energy. It's like there was something that came out, some sort of a truth, some sort of something that you guys did not know about each other, or something that maybe you just did not agree upon in some way has come out in some sort of a conversation here that may have gotten a bit heated. So this could be like a discussion, a disagreement, people not being on the same page here. But what I'm feeling here is that there's a lot of remorse and a lot of sadness, because I feel that your person, they want to believe that whatever this was is temporary, okay? That it's something that the two of you can work through. Because I'm feeling that if they have done something or said something that hurt you, they feel that they made a mistake, or they miscommunicated, or there was some sort of a misunderstanding here. So I feel that a lot of the energy that is coming through here from your person is like the sadness over their ability to communicate. I feel that your person, they struggle at times to truly communicate what's deep inside their heart. and they end up kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They end up like putting their foot in their mouth. I'm sorry for all the foot references, but I don't know. That's like spirit is telling me that they tend to kind of not be able to give the best words to their thoughts and feelings. And so I'm feeling that for some of you, your person may also tend to come off a little bit abrasive because of that. They don't intend to. It's like they want you to know that they feel so bad about what happened, and they really regret if they were abrasive to you, if they were like, you know, rude in their speech or rough in their speech, and they may have really kind of hurt your pride or made you feel very down. I'm also getting the energy that they feel like they inadvertently made you feel like you're not good enough in some way, and that wasn't their intention. But again, I feel like with this High Priestess energy, you may have come to that conclusion. You may have come to some sort of a deeper understanding that, hey, why is this person behaving this way? Is this what I really want? Like, if they continue to react in these ways, can I see myself having a future with them? So I'm feeling that you may be asking yourself these questions. And with this High Priestess energy, they're also equally searching their own soul as to why they act this way. And there's an actually very real fear that they have that if they don't fix this kind of nature that they have of being either blunt in an abrasive way or not being good with their words, not being able to really communicate well, there's a fear here that they will never be able to get back this Two of Cups energy that they want with you, that they want to have with you. Because again, I feel like things were going really, really well, but something happened. I don't feel that this was like this from the beginning. I don't feel that your connection was this way. So I feel that whatever happened felt like a shock, both to you and to them. And it definitely had to do with the way things were communicated. Okay, either something came out, an opinion, a judgment, something came out that, you know, felt like a criticism of you or a judgment of you, and now they're like really regretting that they worded it that way. But I feel like whatever it was deeply hurtful, and it has to do with something that you guys are passionate about. So either it is something that you are very passionate about, and so you may be a bit like touchy about that. And let's face it, we're all touchy about different things in our life. It has to do with, you know, who we are and what's important to us. But I do feel with this Page of Wands energy that it was something that caused a lot of passion, that brought out a lot of passion. So let's go deeper into what else your person is really feeling about you and this connection at this time. Yeah, see, interesting. So again, I feel like there's definitely something here. They are feeling like they weren't fair to you in some way. That whatever happened here, and it doesn't have to be a separation. It could just be that you guys are maybe struggling to communicate better. There may be some sort of struggle around communicating your true thoughts, feelings, and ideas that may be making both of you feel a little bit sad at this time. You know, when you feel like you're not quite connecting, you're not quite on the same wavelength as the person that you love, and you know that, hey, we know we're going to go through phases like that. There's ups and downs. We're not always going to be fully in tune with each other because we're both human. We're not robots. But whatever that was, your person definitely feels that with this, to be fair, there was some sort of unfairness that came out here. That whatever event that caused this struggle between the two of you, as they are digging deeper and they're, you know, kind of looking at trying to evaluate for themselves why this has become a struggle. Like why did this go wrong right now? Why is this like kind of like you? Because you guys were doing great, right? I feel like you guys were doing really, really great. And that is why they're wondering why you've hit this bump in the road. This is a bump in the road for your person. They feel that they needed to go in deep with this high priestess energy to figure out why in whatever that communication problem was, why they were being unfair. Why did they go there with you? You know, did that bring up something in them? Did that open up some sort of kind of locked emotions within them that were triggered by something that was said and done? And so I feel like they're also very sad because they know that you are the one. See? It's like they know deep down inside that their feelings for you are true. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So what they were looking for in love, in partnership, they've already found in you. So now what they're looking at is, okay, you know, we need to figure out how to communicate better. At least they're thinking, I need to figure out how to communicate better so that these things don't happen. I feel like they really do want to free themselves from whatever these blocks are for themselves. Like, why is it that they have this trouble communicating? See, you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Okay, so this is something where it's like they want to bring this connection back into alignment by opening up that energy that seems to be blocked off because of whatever was said or done. Right? So they're looking to free this energy. They're looking to get past the limitations, and they want to start to open up. You know, if they're going through this process of really digging deep and looking deeply at where they struggle to communicate with this high priestess energy, I feel like it's them now going back into saying, look, the question of how this can come back together, how I can be with you, how you can be with me, and how we can grow this connection is really dependent upon how open we can both be. And I feel like they feel that they haven't been as open with you as they could have and should have been. So they're looking to free that energy, open up that space, open up those doors. And it's interesting because I feel like they would appreciate encouragement from you. As in, they definitely have insecurities, right? About the way they communicate. They have insecurities about themselves. They have insecurities about the things that make them feel like they're not good enough, like they may not be worthy of you. You know, like that, like all of those fears that come up in a relationship when you know that you have met the one, like this is the person for you, that can bring up a lot more of these insecurities. And so they're feeling a bit insecure right now, right? And I feel like they would appreciate encouragement from you, encouragement, you know, any kind of positive reinforcement from you. A positive response from their effort, if they're making effort. See, this is all about them making effort first. So if they are making effort towards making this better, then they would really appreciate your encouragement, right? Like that will make them want to please you even more, to communicate better with you even more. But right now they're not sure if you are open to that, or you would, kind of respond with encouragement, or would you respond with suspicion, or like I don't know, we'll have to see, because I didn't like what you said about me before. I don't like how you behaved with me before. So they're kind of going into this testing of the waters kind of energy. So let's see some specific messages from their higher self. What would they say to you? Yeah, oh my gosh, these are so in alignment with exactly what we were saying. See, I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand, right? There's an expansion again. So this to me is so much again about the way that you two were communicating and building this connection. And I feel that there may be a little bit of a disconnect here between the way that you communicate and the way they communicate. You might be the better communicator in this relationship. And that is why you may feel a bit of frustration and they're feeling like, wow, I got to step it up. I have to expand. I have to evolve. And if I know that my communication has been struggling, I know that I may have said or done things and miscommunicated in a way that I didn't want to, and that's what brought so much trouble to this paradise that I was feeling with you, then that's something that they need to evolve, right? That's something that they need to expand about themselves. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in this world. So see, to me, this is all about the fact that your person does struggle with some insecurity, right? They need validation. I feel like this person, as they are growing, as they are expanding, they definitely may need more encouragement and validation from you than maybe other people might, right? Because it's part of their growth process. So that's going to be up to you. Like, do you want to work with them on this? See? Because look at this, I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. So see, they have some work to do. They're realizing with this high priestess energy, they're definitely realizing that there is work to be done here, that they have work to do on themselves. If they want to step into being a much better communicator, if they want to connect with you at a much deeper level and to grow this relationship. So let's see what actions they want to take. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. What actions do they want to take? Ah, look at me. Look at me at my terrible shuffling. Sorry about that, guys. What actions do they want to take? Yeah, see? So this is good. This is so good. See? If you feel that you guys have been in a bit of this, retreat energy, a little bit of solitude, taking your time, taking some time to think, and that makes sense because definitely with the high priestess, solitude definitely goes hand in hand with that, right? Like you need that time to yourself to really go in deep and ask yourself some of these tough questions, especially when you feel like you have met the person that you love. Like this is the person you want to be with. You know this deep down inside. So if there has been some struggle here, it is time to go down deep within you and ask yourself those questions. And I feel like that's something that they're doing. They are trying to take this time to have some self-discovery, have some healing, figure out, what may have made them lash out at you. Because I do feel for some of you, there was some sort of a hurtful incident that may have happened where, their insecurities came out. They may have lashed out or, said and done things that were really hurtful to you. So this is something that they are definitely taking a time out and healing, because look at this. I mean, we got this before with this could be the one in marriage. It's like they want to figure this out because they want to commit to you. They want this. They truly want this. Now, whether that commitment is marriage for the two of you, doesn't have to be. It can be either moving in together, moving closer to one another, being in a long-term committed relationship. However this commitment looks to you and works well for you, this is what they want with you, right? Because I feel like the question here was never whether you are the one. You are the one. The question here is how to create a long-lasting, beautiful commitment that is based on authentic communication. And that's where this is going. That's where this is coming together. So let me know what you thought of your reading in the comment box below. If you liked it, please do make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. So thank you so much for your support, guys. It means so much to me. I love you, and I'll see you all on the next video. All right, my beautiful group 3 who chose the Light Seers Tarot. Here is your reading. We're going to start off with one card, and then we're going to add more. Knight of Pentacles. This is your reading on how your person really feels about you. So we're going to start off with that Knight of Pentacles, and let's get some more messages for you. How does your twin flame, soulmate, beloved, how do they really feel about you at this time? We have the Page of Wands. And we have the King of Pentacles. Interesting. So we have a lot of earthy energy coming through here. We have an energy of, it's interesting. I feel like there is like a theme that has been running through all of the readings today, which is really about effective communication. I know it sounds a bit boring sometimes, but I do feel very much that great relationships, right? It's not just, yes, you have love. Yes, you have connection. You may even have crazy passion, crazy chemistry, all kinds of sparks flying. But in order to take that and make it real and long lasting, right? To make it a romance and a love of a lifetime, what you really do need is the communication, right? So this is interesting. I believe we also got the Page of Wands. This is the second time in the other groups. I believe we also got this Page of Wands. And so I'm feeling like your person right now, they have kind of, you know, they're at a stage in their life where they are right now a bit slowed down in their momentum. As in, I feel like they're kind of coming off a phase in their life that was very fast paced. They were really very much focused on career, money, security, finances, responsibilities. So I feel that your person has been going through a phase where things have really been coming at them a lot in these topics, in these energies, right? Like they feel like they've been putting out a lot of fires in their life when it comes to material things, things that they feel responsible for. And so they've been definitely challenging that King of Pentacles energy, as in they've been really trying to get mastery over those things. I'm feeling that they have definitely been maybe struggling a bit financially. Things got a little bit topsy-turvy because of what has been going on in the world with the pandemic. It may have affected your person and their livelihood in some way. So I feel like the past at least 6 months, they have been going through a very tough cycle, but that cycle has also been very fast-paced for them. So I feel like they feel regret that they may not have been able to give you the kind of attention and energy that they really wanted to give you, at least these past at least 6 months or so, because they were focused on other things. I feel like they had certain things that were going on that were a bit threatening to their long-term stability, right? Like they kind of had to find their bearings again. For some of you, I feel like they may have either lost a job or a career or had to change a career. So for some of you, I feel like they may have been struggling with a business that they have. So there's been some scrambling going on. I do feel, though, a very strong energy that they were kind of hit by things all at once. I feel like there were other responsibilities along with the financial responsibility. For some of you, I feel like they may have kids that they have had issues with or felt responsible to. If not kids, I feel like family members. It could be parents, it could be siblings, but there's definitely pressures that your person has been very distracted by in a very fast moving energy the past 6 months. And that is why right now they're really coming into trying to slow down, because I do feel an energy from them that they're getting very they're kind of losing that momentum. They're losing that, kind of like that adrenaline rush that comes from needing to deal with a lot of things that are coming at you. And you know that, I have to deal with this, I have to deal with that, I got to get this back on track, I got to get that back on track. So I feel like they had a bit of that kind of head rush, adrenaline rush from all the things that had to get done. And now they're really looking to slow down with this Knight of Pentacles energy. It's like they still care very much. They know that they have all these responsibilities. There's still things that need to get done, but they want to have some downtime. They really do want to have that downtime. And I feel that they want to have that downtime with you. They want to be able to communicate with you at a better level than they have been. I feel like for some of them, they also have been going through some of these challenges and may not have really had a chance to sit down with you and talk to you about them. As in, like, you may know what's going on, but they may not have had, I feel like even like the emotional energy or emotional strength to really sit down and discuss the details with you. So I feel like they're also coming through it with this energy of like urgency of like, you know what, I really want to sit with you and just talk to you about some of these things that have been going on and get your feedback. So there's this energy where it's like a lot of this passion that they've had pent up for you. They haven't been able to really express it to you the way that they want to. Like they feel a lot of passion for you, a lot of purpose in this connection. They want to give it more attention. They want to show you their attention, their love, their passion. And they feel that they've only been able to minimally do so in these past at least few months now. And so that's something that they're longing to have. It's like this reset. I feel like connecting with you, talking to you, sitting with you, confiding in you, telling you more about the details of what has been going on in their life is something that they're hungering for that. I feel like it's going to help them. It's something that they're looking forward to doing because they actually want to hear your thoughts and they want to get your feedback on this. Because I feel for some of you, you may have felt that as your person is going through these challenges, you may have felt a little bit shut out. And I feel like they didn't mean for that to happen. And when I say shut out, I don't mean that they deliberately shut you out or deliberately kept anything from you. But, again, you may have felt like you don't know the depth of everything that is going on. You know parts of it, but you don't know the in-depth aspect of it. And for some of you, I feel like the reason for that is also there might be some sort of a geographical distance here as well. As in, you guys may be in some sort of a long distance kind of relationship. And so you may not have been able to see each other. And that distance also, it's like, oftentimes when we're able to be physically in each other's presence, and you look at each other, talk to each other that way, there's a lot more detail that comes out in conversation. Sometimes there's only so much your person can really go in depth into if it's been mostly on the phone or in other, ways of technology of like talking, right? So there's sometimes things are just so important that they need to be shared in person. And so I'm also getting the energy that your person really does want to be able to share things with you in person. They want to communicate more with you. They want to go more in depth with you in person as they slow down with this Knight of Pentacles, slow down all this work and all this other stuff that they've been going to. They want to kind of take a deep breath with you. Like they want to just like have this moment of peace and take a deep breath and be conscious and in the moment and connect with you. That's how they are feeling right now. So let's go deeper. What else are they feeling here, Spirit? What are they really feeling deep down inside about you and this connection? Wow. So see, yeah, there's definitely, this is like a very much a confirmation, right, of what we've been seeing, is that there were definitely things that they were dealing with that were karmic, cause and effect cycles. So all of this turmoil that may have been going on in their life, in their material life, especially having to do with career, family responsibilities, possibly kids or other family members, there's definitely karmic cycles that were coming through for them. And that is why I feel like, you know, for many of them, they're like, it literally took kind of like the wind out of their sails, you know, like they really had to catch their breath because they had a lot of stuff coming at them all at once. And it was feeling like, you know, karmic effects. Like these are all like karmic cycles and effects that I have to deal with, certain causes that they put forward, and now they're seeing the consequences. So I'm also feeling that part of what your person has been dealing with is also the fallout to certain decisions that they have made in the past. So you know how sometimes we make decisions that were not really the best things for us, and we thought, okay, well, I'll deal with it later. Well, I feel like the fallout kind of finally caught up to them. You know, the consequences caught up to them. Not that they did anything bad, but I feel like they may have put off certain things. They may have put off important conversations. I'm also getting an energy for some of you here. This is not for everybody, but I feel for some of you, your person may be in some sort of a third party situation. And again, the third party doesn't necessarily have to be romantic every time. The third party can also be other obligations, whether it's, you know, a toxic family member, whether it's a difficult, you know, person in their life. It could, for some of you, can even be business partners, people that you work with that are making things difficult, and it's like a karmic, you know, cycle here. It can also be lingering energies from like an ex, right? Like you're still responsible to them in some way, maybe financially, maybe your person is tied to their ex because of kids they have in common. But there's definitely something here where they may have made some decisions that weren't really great for them, that they are now feeling the effects of now, as in they should have handled it in the past, but they didn't handle it right. So now it's coming back to kind of bite them in the butt as well. Excuse my language, but you know, like they're starting to feel those effects. And so that's also been very off-putting for them. And that is why they've kind of been like hit on so many different levels here. So definitely it's like they are trying to find their strength again. They're trying to find their footing again. And they know, again, I feel it's very clear here that they know that because of all of these things, they may have dropped the ball with you. They may have made you feel like you are not a priority, right? Even though in their mind and in their heart, you are a priority, but you may not have seen them behave that way. They may not have come across as somebody who is prioritizing you and your emotional needs and what you want from a partnership. And so there's definitely been, you know, ways in which they have felt weaker because of these challenges. So they're looking to draw upon some strength and to kind of get back into who they felt they were before. I feel like whatever has gone on here for them, it has definitely kind of weakened certain aspects of them. It has definitely made them have to, you know, trust in the process more. And I feel like whatever difficulties that they have gone through, especially if they've been dealing with toxic people in their life or lingering bad energies or some of these karmic cycles, I feel like they are trying to learn how to trust again. As in, they are trying to be in a place where they trust that there is a greater plan, that there is greater room here for improvement, that there are opportunities here to grow and to grow closer to you, even though they may not have grown as close to you right now as they wanted to. So I feel that they're looking for good things here with the strength and the trust. It's like they're looking to find their strength again. They're wanting you to feel that they can be strong for you as well. Because see, come to the edge. I feel like what they are preparing to do is to really bring the momentum back into your connection. They want to come, like, not that they have technically left, although for some of you it may be some sort of struggle or separation, but it's like in their mind and in their heart they haven't really left. And so they are preparing to come to you and ask you to trust in them, that they will be there for you now, even if it felt like they weren't fully there for you before. So they are working to establish or reestablish some trust here with you. And they may be asking you to take a leap of faith with this come to the edge. I feel like they're preparing to have this conversation with you again with that Page of Wands to express to you, right, how much passion, connection, and love they feel for you, but that it may be hard for you to trust them. But can you trust them? Can you put your faith in the fact that they really want to prove this to you, that they're asking you to maybe take a leap of faith in them? You know, come to the edge and kind of take that leap and let them show you that they do have the strength, they do have the resolve to move forward in this connection. So let's take a look at messages from their higher self. What would they say to you from their higher self, from their deepest heart, if they could? Yeah, see, I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, definitely, because we saw with these struggles, right? We saw with these issues that they've been going through, at least in the past, at least 6 months or so, it has definitely been a struggle for them to kind of hold on to who they know they are, like be very secure, be very, it's the struggle to hold on to knowing this is who I am, this is my identity, this is my purpose, this is what I believe in, and this is who I love, you. As in, like, it's been a struggle for them to hold on to that, you know, tightly because of all the challenges that have come through. See, I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. Absolutely, right? You've seen this here. So now I feel that this is a really beautiful energy, because as they are slowing down, right? As they're finally, you know, getting to a place where, okay, things are getting resolved, things are falling into place, I can slow down now. I don't need to like rush from here to there and neglect the person that I love. I can make you a priority. See, now they want you to see the real them. They don't want to hide from this connection anymore. They don't want to be distracted by other things. Now, for some of you, and again, I always say take the messages as they resonate. For some of you, this may have turned into some form of a deeper form of separation, right? So there's a message here for some of you. Will not resonate for everybody, but take it as it comes. I've committed to someone else because they don't challenge me. So I feel like for some of you, there's been some sort of a deeper separation here that may have happened. And there may be certain obstacles in your person's life that right now it's like their life situation and your life situation is not a match, even though there may be a lot of love and passion, right? But oftentimes for a long-term relationship to work out, you need more than just love and passion. You have to have compatibility of lifestyles, you know, lives that can be combined, right? Like as in life situations that are compatible. And I feel for some of you, either you're in a third party situation and this person cannot leave that other person, even though they're unhappy, right? And they've been trying to work on that with that King of Pentacles energy, or they're just like their circumstances and yours don't mesh right now. And so they may have taken like the coward's way out by just kind of going for somebody else in a situation that may be superficial, but that really isn't the love of their life, right? So take that as it resonates. Just leave it if it doesn't. So what does your person want to do next? What actions do they want to take towards you in this connection? Yeah, all right. So they're like in this mode of really taking a look at what has led them to where they are now. They're in processing mode, see, with this journal and beliefs. It's like they're working on figuring out what kind of beliefs are here that may need to be worked out between the two of you. I mean, do you have styles that are different when it comes to relationships and communication? Is there something that is clashing? Is there something that is going to continue to come up because they were already distracted, right? In the first place, they were already kind of dealing with other situations. So this is why I feel like for many of you, your person may have certain things that are going on in their life that may be adding complications to this connection. Complications that you guys don't need, that are not going to help you to build something strong. So they're definitely in this assessment processing mode. They're trying to figure out, okay, what can be fixed here? What can I do here to make this smoother? You know, are there things that I was letting myself be distracted by? Is it based on my own limiting beliefs? Do I have limiting beliefs here that is getting in the way of me seeing this path forward with you? So what they're doing right now is they're looking for the path, as in they're looking to make a path towards this connection with you. They want it to work, but they are very practical. They want to make sure that your lifestyles, your beliefs, your mindsets don't clash in a way that will keep you apart. They want to find the path towards a long-term, real relationship that actually works with your individual situations. So that's really cool, as in it's like a problem-solving mode. So you may hear from them and you may sit down and have this conversation. Okay, these are the issues. How do we solve them? How do we solve them together? Because we don't want to lose this connection. So let me know what you thought of your comments below. Let me know what you thought, and if you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up because that really helps our channel. And so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you all on the next video.